An airport lounge can be a pretty cool place to wait for your flight. Well, assuming it's not overcrowded. It provides a nice space to relax in, as well as free food and drink on top of that. The question, however, is how do you get into one of those lounges and how much will it cost you? Because unless you're flying business class or have some sort of airline status, you're not getting free entry. So today we're going to look at a credit card that provides the cheapest way to get unlimited lounge access for those of us who live in the UK. The credit card I'm talking about is the World Elite Mastercard from Lloyds, and we're going to review it in today's video. And by the way, this topic was also requested by one of the viewers here on the channel. I want to thank them for their suggestion. And if there are any specific topics that you would like to see covered here in the future, please feel free to leave a comment. And now let's jump right into the review. The Lloyds World Elite Mastercard carries a fee of £15 a month, which works out to £180 a year. In exchange, Lloyds promises us, I quote, a world of travel benefits. While this is quite a bit of an exaggeration, the by far biggest benefit of this card is the Priority Pass membership that grants you unlimited free entry to any of the 1,300 airport lounges and airport restaurants in Priority Pass network. Moreover, Lloyds can issue a supplementary card that you can give to, say, a family member, and then that family member will get the same lounge benefits as you do, which basically means that you are paying £15 a month, and in exchange you're getting lounge access for 2 people. And I can tell you that this is as cheap as it gets when it comes to unlimited lounge entries offered by UK credit cards. So then this should be a pretty cool card, right? Well, I do generally feel like there are a few caveats when it comes to this specific product. To better understand what those caveats are, let's see how this offer compares to other credit cards that also offer lounge access in the UK. The closest competitor that comes to my mind is the HSBC Premier World Elite Mastercard, which, by the way, I have reviewed on this channel in the past, and I'm going to link to the video review down below in the description. But in short, this card costs £195 a year and also offers you unlimited lounge access among other benefits. However, if you want to add an additional card holder so that they also get lounge access in addition to just yourself, you'll need to pay an extra £60 every year, which means HSBC will charge you £255 a year to get unlimited lounge access for 2 people, which is quite a bit more expensive than what Lloyds is currently offering. Alternatively, you could also look into buying Priority Pass membership directly from Priority Pass themselves, in which case the kind of membership that allows unlimited lounge entries costs over £400 a year. There is also a cheaper membership option that has just 10 lounge visits a year bundled into it, and that one comes at a price of a bit over £200. So as you can see, this option is also more expensive than what Lloyds is currently offering. Finally, in terms of alternatives, there are the likes of American Express Platinum Card, but we are not going to include them in our comparison because the Platinum Card's annual fee is a lot higher at £650, but also that card is offering a lot more different benefits beyond just lounge access that can help justify that high annual fee. But anyway, the question is, how does Lloyds manage to offer a credit card that comes with unlimited lounge access at a price point that is significantly lower than that of their competitors? Well, to try and answer this question, we need to look at the other benefits beyond lounge access that these credit cards offer or do not offer. So let's try and compare the Lloyds and HSBC cards side by side and see what we find out. Before we jump into the comparison, I just want to ask you to give this video a thumbs up if you've been enjoying it so far. It's a very small action to take, but it really helps the video reach more people. Alright, so as I said, in terms of travel benefits, both credit cards offer unlimited lounge access. In addition, the Lloyds card also advertises access to Mastercard branded fast-track security lanes at select airports. You should also know that it's a bit of a hit and miss because the network of airports where this facility is available is nowhere near as wide as, say, the Priority Pass network. For example, in London, only Gatwick, Luton and Stansted have this available. The HSBC card, on the other hand, at least on its website, does not mention anything about access to fast track. However, as I have held this card for a year in the past, I can confirm that the HSBC credit card also grants you access to the same Mastercard branded fast track security lanes, and I have been able to use them at various European airports. So as we can see so far, both cards offer roughly identical sets of travel benefits, but the Lloyds card does so at a significantly cheaper price point. Where things get a little bit more interesting and a little bit more clear is when we look at the reward programs that both of these cards run. By reward programs, I mean the kind of rewards that you get for spending money on the card. So the product from Lloyds Lloyds offers 0.5 cashback on all purchases, and then if you spend more than £15,000 a year on your card, this cashback jumps to 1% for everything above the £15,000 threshold. Is this a good offer? Well, not really, because a lot of other products, including free products, can actually beat this. If you're interested in cashback specifically, I do have a video on my channel covering the best cashback credit cards available in the UK, and I'm gonna link it down below in the description. But in the meantime, I also want to add that I'm not a fan of cashback in general, because I think, for example, that a card that is earning you, let's say, 1 Avios or 1 membership reward point per pound spent is more valuable than a card that is earning you 0.5% cashback. And the reason for that is, while cashback has a fixed value, when it comes to Avios or especially membership reward points, there isn't actually a hard ceiling limiting how much value you can get out of your reward point. So for instance, if you take Avios and use them to book flights, you can easily get more than 1p of value out of every Avios, which would be equivalent to over 1% of cashback, which obviously is higher than 0.5% cashback. But even if you're not into travel at all, you can still get pretty good value out of Avios by transferring them to Nectar and spending them at Nectar partners such as Sainsbury's, Argos, and eBay. And if you have a card that earns you 1 Avios per pound spent and then you transfer that to Nectar, that would be equivalent to getting 0.66% cashback, which is still higher than the 0.5% rate that Lloyds is currently offering. The next point I want to make about the reward structure is the welcome bonuses. The HSBC card offers a welcome bonus of 30,000 HSBC reward points if you spend £2,000 in the first 3 months of your card membership. Those 40,000 HSBC reward points can be converted into 20,000 Avios. And even if you choose to use them conservatively, that is to convert them into Nectar and use them to spend money at Sainsbury's, eBay, and Argos, that is still equivalent to £120 of saving. So which kind of means that yes, the HSBC card costs £195, but then you also get a welcome bonus that kind of offsets a big part of your annual fee. Well, at least in your first year. The card also does have a similar bonus in the second year as well, but that's beyond the point right now. While the Lloyds card, on the other hand, does not offer any kind of welcome bonus. There aren't any other major differences when it comes to these two cards. However, one thing I have to point out is that the HSBC card has a much tougher eligibility criteria, where in order to get this card, you need to have an HSBC Premier account, and the eligibility for that is you have to prove that you earn at least 70,000, I think it's either 70 or 75,000 pounds a year, and that salary needs to be received into your HSBC bank account. Additionally, as part of the Premier package, you also get free travel insurance, but we are not going to count it as the benefit of this HSBC Premier card, because the insurance perk can be had for free just based on the fact that you have the HSBC Premier current account, so you don't have to take out a credit card to get it. So having said all that, it doesn't mean that the HSBC card is better than the Lloyds card or vice versa. It just means that these two cards are targeting two different audiences. For example, if you travel somewhat frequently, you don't have lounge access already through other ways, and you would benefit from getting that lounge access. And at the same time, you don't really want to get into this whole business of reward points and Avios, and you don't want to figure that out, and you just want a simple reward structure, then the Lloyds card could be perfect for you. On the one hand, you're getting the cheapest possible deal for unlimited lounge access, and on the other hand, you're getting 0.5% cashback guaranteed, which is very simple, does not require any additional actions from your side. You're just getting that cashback into your account every month. And even if later you decide that you want to give it a go when it comes to the whole business of reward points and like Avios and that stuff, you can always take out an additional card, like let's say the Barclays card Avios, which is free and gives you 1 Avios per every pound spent, and use that card in combination with the Lloyds card, where the free Avios card you use to spend your money on and get Avios, and then the Lloyds card you just keep specifically for lounge access as long as you need it. So as you can see, it's all about understanding your specific situation and figuring out which card will work best for you. And by the way, if you want to learn more about how much reward points can be worth if you're spending them, well, sort of the right way, check out this video where I share the best ways I prefer to spend my Amex membership reward points and how much money that's actually saving me. And that is all I've had for today. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss future content, and also just because it means a lot to me. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next video.